Welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Capricorn for the month of August 2022. So before we begin, I'd just like to welcome everyone who is returning to this monthly series, and to also welcome anyone who might be new to our Angelic Wisdom community. A few things I want to go over with you before we start. So first of all, if you haven't subscribed, and if you enjoy this video, please subscribe, check the all notification bell. Also, be aware that if you're leaving comments, I don't always have the time to respond to all of them, but I do read them and I do appreciate them. And your comments can be of a tremendous help to others who might be skimming through the comments. So always remember that you show up in a bit special way when you leave comments. The other thing is that I've already recorded the general monthly angel reading for August 2022. So you can find that, a link in the description area below this video. Please check it out now or at the end of this video. I think you'll find it additionally helpful and really inspiring. And the other thing I wanted to make you aware of as well, if you're looking for an angel reading with me and you're feeling strongly called in your heart to do so, I would welcome that opportunity to work with you. And so my current website is theangelschool.com/services. There's a link below this video as well in the description area. And if you're watching this in the future, my new website will be angelicwisdom.org. And so you can sign up now, since it's my 10th anniversary year offer. You can sign up for my first time promotional angel reading, which is my discounted hourly reading. And this is available unlimited to everyone for this entire year, no matter if you former client, a new client, etc. Okay? And finally, let's take a look at the format. So the card in the center is a message from the Archangel that you'll be working with for the month of August. And the cards on the right are messages from your guardian angels, and the card on the left represents the Major Arcana lesson, the big theme, the bigger picture, the energy that is really shaping what you're experiencing, the outcomes you're experiencing in the month of August. And the card on the right is going to share with you how that's being played out in your day-to-day awareness, and possibly offer some advice about how to work with that energy. So let us begin. And to begin, I always invite you to take a deep breath. And then to focus your attention on your heart space. And what it felt like I was seeing was a unicorn energy coming through. But I'm also seeing like dogs, like a golden retriever and a cow. And so there's this energy of animals coming through. The unicorn might be your personal unicorn that's standing beside you, and you can call upon your unicorn to touch your energy, and you will feel this boost of energy. I'm seeing something about social, being a little bit more social. And it seems as though I feel like I saw the word gentle as well. And there may be some misunderstanding in the way that you come across, because you're a little bit, serious when it comes to, practical matters of business or finance. You're not a type of person to, you can be extremely friendly, but you're not the kind of person to like wasting time, unless it's something that you really are passionate about, and the other person is also sort of gung-ho, and really, you enjoy people who are willing to do whatever it takes, right? To work hard, to reach goals and to achieve them. The sense that I'm getting is that some people may just not, they can't read your mind, because you are observing them and trying to, figure out where they are. But what people maybe don't get about you with the dog is that you're very loyal, and with the cow, I feel that you're also generous. So you are a little bit reserved at first, because you're not like, a water sign where you just put everything out there and make yourself vulnerable to these situations. You're going to take your time to really figure out if this person is, quote unquote, worth your time, right? You want to make sure that someone is worth your time. And I'm also remembering, because of the vision I saw lovers. Oh, God, but it was like a buffalo. But anyway, don't listen to that. It's just a symbol for me. But I feel like that this kind of thinking applies to romance for you. You look at it, you're passionate, but you're very much looking at the practical matters around it, meaning, is this also worth your time, right? So you really, you take into consideration all the pieces. You're not, you don't get lost, right? You don't let like one piece just drag you, like, oh, you have strong feelings, or hey, the sex was good, and you just lose your mind. You're not like that. You're not going to lose your mind, because you still got your eyes on all the pieces, and you're still trying to assess whether or not this is going to be worth your time. Okay, so be aware of whether it's a lover or a friendship or a business associate, that people may be trying to figure you out and all of that, and trying to see what they can get from you, or what's how far, how open you are to. But the thing is, it's about how you want to show up and how you want to engage. And I don't feel that this is off for you, that you should re-examine or readjust yourself in any way. I think you have to stick to your principles, because ultimately, what doesn't work for you is never going to work for you. It's just what it is. I'm seeing the angel number 2305. But I'm just going to read it as 230, and then the angel number 5. All right. And it says, you have a clear connection with heaven. So I would take that as a sign about what I just said to you. Especially during moments of peace, when you feel the certainty, that God and the Ascended Masters are watching over you, because they are. Okay? So, you trust that you have a strong sense of trust that the universe has always got your back, and you're not afraid to think for yourself, right? And to trust your I would like to say your this might be the capabilities. You've worked hard at developing whatever methods you have, right? And they work for you, and you should trust them. The angel number 5 says a significant change is occurring, always for the better. It's a good idea to call upon heaven for help with life changes. And I was just seeing the word exposure. So whatever this change is, you're going to feel a little exposed. And that might be the piece here that's going to throw you off. But they're writing just for a moment. You might be a little captivated by a laugh. I don't know what that means. But maybe something might throw you off. Something genuine that you just weren't expecting. Because maybe for you, most of the times, like, people they aren't genuine in front of you, right? And so you always just seeing the BS. You just see it in their head. You see where they're trying to go and how they're trying to manipulate the situation, and you usually have to cut them off. But something is going to catch you off guard, and it's going to be refreshing. But it's just going to be a moment, and you'll come back to your grounded self. But you would have expanded a little bit. And so whatever it is, this change is a healthy change, is the word I just saw. Okay, so let's take a look, Capricorn. And it's the Archangel Mary. So Capricorn, when this card comes up, it says, open your heart with compassion, enfold others in love. This card for me, when it came up in my life one time, it spoke to me clearly. When Archangel Mary comes up, it means, trust. That you can trust this experience, and that it's okay for you to open up yourself and be compassionate in this particular instance. Again, it's not going to be a BS situation. It's going to be a situation where this person is just being authentic and genuine. You're like, whoa, that never happens. It throws you off. And I'm going to tell you that whatever opens up in your heart, the way that you might change and adapt in that moment, not as a compromise, but it's just the opportunity was never there. And trust yourself, even though this might feel like something out of character for you, but trust it because it's genuine and it's something you've been waiting for. And therefore, this is the person that you can be yourself with. This is the person that you can trust to see things in a similar way, or to be a like-minded soul. This person might be a soul. I want to use the word soulmate, but I just watched something yesterday on YouTube by a psychic and she talked about soul partners. And the soul partners is when it's like easy. It's this experience I'm talking about. Whereas as a soulmate can be anybody. These can be anybody. It doesn't mean romance. But soulmate means lessons that you have to work out. And with that person, so there's usually going to be drama. I'm saying the word sapphire. So it means that, you're having to cut through each other's BS to get to some truth and honesty and clarity. And the soul partner won't. It's unconditional. It's authenticity. It's just, equality, and so peaceful. So this is that kind of situation that's come into your life. And really tune into Archangel Mary in order to feel that unconditional love. Okay, so this is interesting that this card would present itself. And what I'm hearing is nobody's perfect, right? Nobody's perfect. And I feel like maybe this person could have an ego addiction, like a pattern or a behavior or some kind of substance. Like, I feel like they're going to just show you who they are. And it may not be a wise decision to make, um, on paper, but their genuineness is is coming from a place of truth and clarity. So despite how tangled up they might seem or their lives appear like it's a death trap to get involved with them, because they are being true to themselves and they're working that clarity from the soul and showing up and being who they truly are meant to be, this cancels out those doubts and those ways that we tend to frame people in situations of this nature. So, okay, how is this sort of, what is this big lesson? So you may have, the big lesson here is really one of compassion. The truth will set you free and sets others free. Love, unconditional love, heals. It releases you and everyone else from the bonds. So there, whatever's in your life that's holding you back, and that's why I feel like this person is going to throw you off in that moment, because you get to finally witness that authenticity, that genuine light, that the restraints, like those practical laws or ideas that you say, well, because I see this, like these formulas, right, that you come up with based on people's actions, that is going to blow that out of the water. And that is going to actually free you up, because you hold people to a high standard, but you're holding them, but the standard that you're projecting, despite what you're actually projecting, despite the good intention of your standard, is you're projecting judgment, bondage. Because when you judge, you bond, you put another in bondage and yourself, because now that formula becomes your dictate, your mandate rather. And so you aren't free as long as a mandate of judgment exists. And this is something that you'll be working to overcome in this month, healing that. The Queen of Air. So this is saying that you're going to become a good judge of character, but you're never going to let truth, the light, right, clarity, cloud your ability of discernment ever again. So be aware of jumping to conclusions. Don't judge, discern. And you might find that what's going to happen is a lot of situations like this are going to keep presenting themselves to you. And you can keep the formula that you've been using of judging, and they may not be the ones who present. You will probably see the BS, the same BS, but the difference is don't judge them. Because you already know, if through discernment, you know that you're not going to make that choice, right? Discernment is going to tell you that there's nothing you can do here. So you will move on as you normally do, but you will do it in a way that leaves that person feeling seen, right to the core of their being. Like, they might be playing the BS in front of you, but when you see them at their core, even for a split second, that is going to create a shift in them, but it's also going to create a shift in you, because you no longer ever have to struggle within yourself. That mandate of judgment causes you to struggle within yourself, causes you to fight a little bit and be in agreement and resistance. It causes conversations to come across a little ornery. So this will be healing, and this is going to open up things for you and really bring more genuine, more authentic people who are ready and willing to do their work, to be equal partners. in your life. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings, Capricorn, and thank you for this insight as well. God bless you.